Another example of rather young wood, and there are mixed species of trees here, but it's classic. This wood's been managed as a coppice. Now, back in the 60s odd, coppicing was completely stopped as far as wood production's concerned. I say completely, I mean pretty much. It certainly wasn't a mainstay. Back in the 15th century in the UK, coppices like this were huge, and they've just decreased in size in the favour of high forest, so making monocultures of trees and growing them rather tall. But you can see this kind of effect of coppice. Now, coppicing is actually, this is a good example here, cutting the tree off at the base, and then it generates these huge, well, small to start with, stems. Like it's similar to pollarding, but it's cutting the tree off at the base. You can see some examples of younger coppiced trees here. They come out in a thicket from the base, and these are kind of self-thinning. So these are the kind of shoots that come off, and then they grow huge eventually to huge trunks, and they'll thin themselves out automatically. Some of these will die off and then produce trunks like this, and these make brilliant poles for small to medium wood to work with. Well, obviously coppices like this are not in production anymore, but they're still here for us to enjoy, and they are far more enjoyable, far more diverse, and they've got a higher biodiversity as well. Look at the space here as well. There's so much space because coppicing requires a wood to have these pathways so that people can get in and out to actively manage the woodland, and this kind of woodsmanship is really not required anymore. With high forest, you just come in there every 25 years and cut it. This coppice is likely to be some of these trees up to 50 years old here. These are slightly younger trees, but it's quite interesting to be able to recognise coppice. There's a nice example of an older coppice tree with 3 main trunks, split to 4 maybe. So interesting to be able to recognise this, and it does make the whole experience of walking in woods a better experience, apart from this crazy dog, because you can understand stuff. And thinking back where these trees originated from and who planted them, when they were planted, why they were planted, it's a great thing to be able to do. So I encourage everyone to have a walk, but also when you're walking, it's not just cardio, have a think.